Welcome to the highlights. It's day 5 of this test match from Trent Bridge in Nottingham. It was wonderfully set up at the end of day 4 for an Indian when you don't get these moments too often. India's bowlers had done a wonderful job and they had bowled England out for 355. This is what it looked like as the teams came together for what was to be a shortish 5th day. England bowled out, as I said, with 355. Zaheer, I thought, bowled beautifully. 4 for 59 and then 5 wickets again in the second innings. And India had knocked off 10 of the 73 runs that they needed. So the start of day 5, 63 needed, 10 wickets in hand, and more important than anything else, bright blue sky as far as the eye could see. But, as you'll now see, it turned out to be a little more exciting than some would have thought.
And the weather has turned an ally for India as well. It's a beautiful blue sky as England take on India. This is day 5 of the test match here at Trent Bridge. Now what's day 5 pitch going to be like? Well, day 3, day 4 were excellent. As usually in Chappell is there along with Graham Gooch, and let's go right across to him.
Thank you very much, Harsha. Well, the sun is shining for India. That's exactly what they wanted to see this morning. Sun out, complete the victory. I tell you what, congratulations are due to the 2 groundsmen so far in this test series, because the pitch at Lords I thought was a great cricket wicket, and this one here, despite all the bad weather we had, I think the curator's done a terrific job. The main part of the pitch is still looking good. Even the scarring, there's not much scarring, and this has produced some very good cricket. I think it's been an entertaining 2-match series so far. England looking down the barrel. Where to from here, Graham, for England?
Well, they've got some work to do. I was out here earlier and their 3 coaches, Alan Donald, Andy Flower and the head coach Peter Moores, were sitting down on the ground. They were chatting for a good half an hour, obviously discussing the way forward in the next match, how they're going to get back at the Oval. Oval traditionally is a good pitch as well, so they might be up against it. But you have to say that India have outplayed them in every department here. Maybe not the fielding so much, but the bowling, the swing bowling. They pitched the ball up, they got the ball to move, and the batting, scoring 481 in the first innings. The discipline of the Indian batting was much better than England's.
And I guess really when we're talking pitches, I can't think of one dismissal where the pitches contributed. It's basically been some very good swing bowling in this series, hasn't it?
That's right. I mean, Zaheer Khan, England wound him up. That didn't work, and he come back with 9 wickets. So maybe they'll think twice about that at the Oval, that's for sure. But yeah, good swing bowling. Both test matches have proved challenging for the batsmen. England had the best of it at Lords. Obviously, they would have won bar the weather. The sun has come out for India. You know, Zaheer Khan, RP Singh, Sreesanth maybe not so much, didn't quite get it right, but his time will come surely. But Zaheer Khan a match winner, and that ball swinging around tests the technique, and they've undone England, and they've used the conditions much better than England.
Well, there we are. India playing very, very well in this test match at Trent Bridge, and they're about to be rewarded with a great victory.
It's going to be Ryan Sidebottom to open the bowling from the pavilion end. It'd be a fairly buoyant dressing room here. India's.
Anil Kumble, you can see very relaxed, smile on his face. The Indian dressing room, yes, you're right, Alan, will be pretty relaxed. And you could actually have a situation where the physical trainer, the physiotherapist might actually allow them to have a cake, a little sweet today for lunch.
It's pretty well bowled from Sidebottom. It's been one of those matches for him.
Yeah, he has bowled extremely well. I wouldn't say quite as well as Zaheer Khan. I think Zaheer Khan has got the ball to move around more than Sidebottom, but Sidebottom has bowled extremely well for England, with very little to show for it. That's the way it goes sometimes in the game of cricket. Another day he won't bowl anywhere near as well, and he'll finish up with 5 or 6 for.
Oh, problem from here. Wasim Jaffer has come down the pitch. The throw's not a very good one.
What the Indians must guard against is being so totally relaxed that they lose a few wickets and then get themselves under pressure. They mustn't get under pressure at all. There is no pressure of time. They have a whole day in which to get 63, 62 runs now.
It's well fielded by Alistair Cook. One off the first over of the last day, 11 for no.
It's interesting, a couple of deliveries from Ryan Sidebottom have just come back into Dinesh Karthik, and he's inside edged them onto the pads. I think what he's trying to do is just trying to hit the ball a little bit too square. When the balls swing in like that as a right-hander, you want to be looking to push it no squarer than mid-off, and he looks to me as though he's trying to hit it more to cover, maybe even thinking a little along the lines of a square drive.
Oh, what a shot. This is a lovely shot. Doesn't even have to bother running. He's timed it so well, Dinesh Karthik. He's come into bat from yesterday feeling very light, very confident. And look at the way he's got right on top of the ball. He's a short man. He's got on top of it, rolled his wrists. This is a lovely shot.
Well ball, Jimmy Anderson, 16 for no wicket. I have a feeling that entrance for today's final day is free, but whatever it is, there's still a good crowd to watch the last rites of this test match as Jimmy Anderson gets one through Dinesh Karthik. Gone right through him. A lot of the papers today pointing the finger at a number of the England players for childish pranks and how they've backfired. I think there'll be quite a debrief in the England camp after this. Good looking shot, and that's going to race away, giving Tremlett no chance. Nicely played by Jaffer.
Nice use of the wrists. He used the wrists as also the swing into his pads to whip it away. Indians are very wristy players, and you can see that.
Looks to me like this partnership, opening partnership, is really starting to gel. They complement each other quite well. I'm very impressed with Dinesh Karthik's approach to opening. And Jaffer seems to be growing in confidence all the time.
It's 20 without wicket. Ryan Sidebottom has worked his socks off in this match for little reward, but he's a good trier. He's a very solid, stoic performer. Well, no need to run after that. Just go and for a 40-yard run, pick it up and throw it back.
Well, this is what we didn't see from Jimmy Anderson at Lord's. Inconsistency. This has been his problem throughout his career. Bowls some very good deliveries, but then he throws in a bad one. Dinesh Karthik is taking advantage of all the loose ones at the moment. It looked at Lord's as though Jimmy Anderson had eradicated that from his game, but not so much here at Trent Bridge.
It's 24 for no wicket.
I've always thought in the game of cricket that the team, if you've got two teams who are about level about even in skill, that the team that thinks the best for the longest will eventually win the game. And to me, if you're thinking about putting jelly babies on the pitch, or you're thinking about talking and carrying on with inane chatter, then you're not thinking about the right things on the cricket field, and you're probably going to lose the battle.
Well, I think that's, that applies in virtually any professional sport you think about. If it's a 5-set final, in tennis, you switch off for a set or two, you're going to lose the match. If you're driving a Formula 1 motor car, you can't concentrate for 40 laps and take it easy for 30. It's the same as this.
Yeah, I think football, certain codes of football, obviously not soccer, but, the rugby codes of football, then there is a physical element that comes into it. But in cricket, it's a thinking game as well as the skill, but thinking will win you the game.
Could be 2 here. Yep, 2 to Karthik.
Sorry, thinking right will win you the game eventually. I don't think England need to panic, because there's all this talk about the Oval being a good pitch, but yeah, if the Oval is as good a cricket wicket as what we've seen in these first 2 tests, there'll be opportunities for England, if they're good enough, to win the game at the Oval and level the series. So they don't need to be panicking. They just need to, play sensible cricket, thoughtful cricket, and be smart about it.
Ooh.
So the shutters were put up.
Sonny, don't mention Phil Edmonds, because that was one of the Ian Chappell's combined universities wickets. We won't go there. That was a spirited performance against the students. This is a spirited performance by Dinesh Karthik. Look at these scores: 129 in Dhaka, 93 against Pakistan, Kolkata 2 years ago, 77 in this match, Trent Bridge, 63 South Africa in Cape Town in December, 60 against England at Lord's in the first test.
And amazingly, that 93 came as a lower order batsman. But ever since he was promoted to open the batting for India in the last test at Cape Town in South Africa, Dinesh Karthik has got a half century in every test that he's played subsequently for India. So that's a pretty good record for somebody who's not a regular opener and who's been made into an opening batsman. Very good record.
Shot from Wasim Java just for 1 run. It's 28 without loss. Lots of energy from England, but misguided energy. The power and certainly the transformation of energy into results has come from India. Leg by, 29 for no wicket. Nicely turned around the corner. Oh, Karthik's coming back for a second, and that's good running. It was a good turn. Tremlett was just a shade slow getting to that, getting the ball in. 2 more runs. It's 31 for no wicket.
A lot to like about Karthik's cricket. I had the good fortune to play a lot of my cricket in teams that had a very aggressive opener, and you see at close hand the advantages that they can bring to your cricket team and how they can deflate the opposition. Sunil had the good fortune to see it from even closer quarters. I mentioned opening the batting with Farooq. You also opened the batting with Chris Srikanth, so you saw it from very close quarters.
Yes, the best seat in the house, best seat in the stand, so to speak. Because and the one big plus was that both Farooq and this is a wide ball because it's gone way above Dinesh Karthik's head. The best thing about opening with them was both of them did not really believe in the straight drive, so you were pretty safe at the non-striker's end. They would slash, they would hook, they would cut, they would do everything, and of course they would loft, but not a screaming straight drive where you had to jump up.
Yes, there's so many advantages can come from having an aggressive opener, and that's probably part of the thinking with India promoting Kartik to the top of the order, and boy, it's worked well for them.
Well, he replaced another dasher, Virendra Sehwag, who was not quite middling the ball in South Africa, and also getting out in what looked like a pretty listless manner, casual manner. And so they dropped Sehwag down the order. That should be close, or maybe pitched outside the leg stump. I think it's pitched outside the leg stump. That's my thinking. The England field is going up in appeal. We'll have a look from the pitch map whether the ball has indeed pitched on the stumps or not. On the yes, as I thought, pitched outside the leg stump.
And missing leg stump. And you can shout all you like, Ryan, but the laws of cricket say if the ball pitches outside the leg stump, it ain't out.
No matter how confident the appeal is.
Good shout, a bit too high.
With the looks, does she need to sing, Catherine Zeta-Jones?
Not at all. And she could play every note on the piano badly.
One occasion when Tremlett didn't really want the extra bounce.
It's another single, takes the score to 33.
Top edge 4.
I think England have played well in patches in this game, and the coaches will be happy with certain aspects of their game. Obviously, to me, they lost the game in the first innings. There's the short one from Sidebottom, the top edge from Jaffa, but they all count the same. There's the top edge, or whether you hit it in the middle. All goes down in the book as 4. And Sidebottom shakes his head. There's the head coach, Peter Moores. Quite a positive guy.
Four more. So runs coming thick and fast. Consecutive boundaries here. And India inch closer. 32 to get.
Indian openers looking good again. These two went a long way towards winning this game for India. 147 run opening partnership in that first innings. Set the platform up for the Fab Four to come in. Score 480, and they're doing the same again in the second innings. A good combination, Kartik and Jaffa.
.41 for no loss.
Actually, I have to dispute that, because trying to work on the cricket side of it, and he's getting that LBW a bit at the moment, and he's following me in that line, which is a bit disappointing.
That's a good shot. Monty will cut it off. Both these batsmen quite prepared to play the horizontal bat shot to the short ball.
Yeah, I saw that conversation between the three coaches, and from the body language and the hand movements, I feel they were generally discussing swing, and Zahir Khan in particular, swing in general.
Well, that's been the story of Ryan Sidebottom's test match here on his home ground. Oh, a good ball, length and line, full. It's gone past the edge. countless times that happened in this match. That's where this goes. Your luck is not in.
Goes past at the outside edge again. Good running. A short man, but he plays well off the back foot, Karthik. That should be out, straight up in the air. Comfortably taken by Peterson. So looking for the pull, Jaffer. This time just managing to top edge it. So India lose their first wicket, still 26 runs to get.
Extra bounce from Tremlett. It's not really a bouncer, just a dug-in ball. He swings onto it, but it's way outside off stump. Not in control at all. And disappointingly for Jaffer, he goes. Peterson takes an easy catch. Jaffer's on his way to the pavilion for 22. First wicket goes down for 47.
Rahul Dravid, age 34, right-hand batsman.
So Rahul Dravid comes out to the middle. 26 runs required. He replaces Wasim Jaffer. That's a good one. This is where I think England might just step up a gear. Seeing that Dravid has not been amongst the runs, if they can dent his confidence further by getting him out cheaply. No ball signal. Dravid off the mark. With the boundary. The outfield has quickened up over the last 5 days.
Rahul Dravid very, very strong through the leg side. Plays it late. Just a flick of the wrist, beautiful timing, the outfield's quick. Dravid has his first boundary. India just need another 20 more runs to go 1-0 up.
Few points to be earned for England here with 19 to play.
Yes, I think that's the thing that they'll be aiming for. If they can get Rahul Dravid out, it'll mean that 4 innings for Rahul Dravid without a substantial score. So he will be going into the last test with that at the back of his mind, that he hasn't got enough runs. That's a good shot. He'll get just one because Monty Panesar is at deep square leg. But it's always good to have a bowler who can cause the ball to bounce a bit awkwardly. If he can get a little more control over his line and his length, he'll be a very useful bowler for England, Chris Tremlett.
He's pushed the batsman back all morning, hasn't he? He's pushed the batsman back all morning. We're just waiting to see if he possessed the Yorker. Nice lethal swinging one on the toes. Well bowled. He's taken the edge. He has. That's 2 for England, and this is a fine spell of bowling from Chris Tremlett.
Well, he's certainly got something, Chris Tremlett. Sunil Gavaskar just saying, has he got the Yorker? Has he got a little bit more control? What he has got is bounce. Gets the very best players out. If you're 6'8", it helps. Beautiful delivery. Outside edge through to the keeper. While England actually take another victim. India will win this game comfortably. But that's the second wicket that's gone. Karthik for 22. It's 55 for 2.
Hi, I'm Sachin Tendulkar. I'm 34 years old. I'm right-handed batsman, right-arm bowler.
Right, so England pick up another conversation between 2 modern giants. I'll tell you what, England from here have nothing to lose but quite a lot to gain from here on. can pick up one of these two, make a little dent, they'll go in saying, hang on another day, that top order isn't what you think it is. This series averaging 48. Test career 55.3. Everything that needed to be said about that career has probably already been said. But what an opportunity here. They've got to tell themselves 18 runs of opportunity.
Well, pride comes into it from an England viewpoint. Going to lose the game. See how many wickets you can take, and this is an absolute snorter. It's a beauty, is that. For the bounce and the direction, young Kartik just can't get out of the way of it.
You can slip the odd Yorker in as well. 55 for 2. Initial call was for 2. The key though, I think, would be, even if you prepare a bouncy wicket, can the batsman take as the bowlers give? The bowlers will be able to dish it out, but can the batsman take it? That will be the key.
Well, it promises to be a cracker of a test match at the Oval. I just hope that the captains sort the teams out. There's been a lot of inane rubbish in this match, which has detracted from some excellent cricket, particularly from India.
Just checking out. Bowled him a very good one in the first innings. He's saying, let me dish you more of the same and see if you like it.
A good leave. Kept his eye on the ball till the very end. Certainly he would have that at the back of his mind. And again, very, very awkward bouncer. It's awkward because Anderson gets the ball to come back in.
.56 for 2.
Another good leave, good bouncer, good leave. This is good cricket.
It's skill from Sachin, how he's watching the ball. He knows what's coming, he's seen the field. I know what's going to come here, it's going to be short bowling, so it's important that he keeps his eye on the ball. His body's very flexible also, that he bends his knees and he arches his back. There's going to be another change here, side bottom. Moves from that backward point position to a very fine leg slip. Shorter still.
Right, where's this one going to land? Full on leg stump? No. Just wondered whether he might try and nip one full on leg stump, because Tendulkar's going across and letting the ball go through. Would that be sensational if he actually hit leg stump? For Anderson, that is. But I think they can be proud of the way they've come out trying to defend this very small target. And actually, I think India can look at it positively as well, as Sunny is saying, look upon it as a really intense net. Anderson. Good ball, again, well played too.
Well, this beats any net. You're out there in middle practice and it's meaningful, and you're against the opposition that you're going to see again in a test match. Maybe one day internationals, it doesn't get better than this. You're going to win the game. We're going to win this game. We're going to pick out our runs, and 16 more required. Better than any net.
Wonder what it is about the human spirit that throws everything in when the target is small, but cannot when the target is larger. They can't. Why didn't they do it on the first day of a test match, for example? Bowl like this, edged over slip for 4. Flashed hard. 61 for 2, 12 to play. Maybe an ant crept up and was a bit fooling around a bit. That's been called wide. And last ball of the previous over.
Yes, Rahul Dravid saw it short. There was no third man, so went deliberately for the uppercut. And got a thick outside edge. It was a deliberate attempt to play the shot over the ring of slip fielders. And that's a good signal. That's a good signal to the team that, look, whatever you've got to say, I'm going to be out there too.
Another terrific delivery there from Tremlett. He pitches and moves away towards first slip. Jags away.
Fast leg breaks. Only they're off target. They're pitching outside the off stump and moving still further. If he can get it to around the off stump, he'll get more rewards.
Caught! Fine bowling by England. India are sweating to get those runs. These are tremendous points.
Well, India will win this game, but it's England who are looking to take 2 or 3 wickets with them. And they're thinking about the next game down at the Oval. Tremlett again with aggressive bowling. Just back of a length. A handful with bounce. Well set field. Cook. Just at backward square. Very close in there. Sachin Tendulkar fends off. It comes off inside edge. Onto body. Into the hands of Cook. That's another big wicket. Sachin's gone for 1, 62 for 3.
Hi, I'm Saurav Ganguly, age 34, left-hand batsman, right-arm medium pace bowler.
England are making full advantage, taking rather full advantage of the time they have here. And Saurav Ganguly can expect torrid time, just 11 to get. And he's going round the wicket to the left-hander. Average of 41 this series, 51, 153 from 2 tests. So not going to be easy. 11 runs, field well set too. What a gripping morning session this has been. I mean, they look back at the way their last 6-7 wickets have fallen right through the series. It's the top 5 or 6 were scoring runs and very little after that. This was a Tendulkar wicket.
Not sure whether it just comes off his glove or whether it's bat and then onto body. It's a well set field.
I think it's a good sharp catch as well. It's been very short. Oh. Tell you what, there was that one run otherwise would have taken much longer to come. Two in it. Down to single digits now. India have been made to sweat, seriously sweat here. 65 for 3. Oh, off the glove, I think again. Did he put the gloves down in time? He didn't. Leg buys, in fact.
4 to win. India closing this game down. Anderson, short, sharp. Flashes down the leg side.
Might just have come off the hip. This is aggressive bowling by England.
England to the end. Where all this aggression comes from. Here's a cameraman. Did you see him there? Anil Kumble. Anderson picks up this ball and shies at the stumps.
Always out with his camera. He's always searching for lenses. He's looking for photography books. Spends hours trying to get the right picture. Apparently was spotted leaning halfway out of his hotel room in London, trying to get the best view of the London Eye to capture it on camera. I think we're getting a glimpse into the future, certainly a week from now, 10 days from now. Then maybe they won't have bowled like this, who knows? 69 for 3. There will be celebrations in that dressing room, make no mistake. They've played very hard, tough cricket. They've not shied away from a scrap. They've not been the good boys touring England. They've been hard, combative players touring England. What a ball! What a ball! The win has been achieved. It's 4 byes. but it doesn't matter where they come from. India go 1-0 up. Rahul Dravid will punch the air. There'll be handshakes all around. There haven't been too many during the course of this game. India go to the over 1-0 up, and who would have thought, when they were desperately defending and waiting for the rain at Lord's, that they would be 1-0 up with 1 to play.
It didn't come off the bat, but it doesn't matter. 4 byes. Celebrations in the Indian dressing room, and why not? Because it's been a team effort. The bowlers did it first, getting the England team out for 198, used the conditions beautifully, and then the batsmen responded by scoring over 400, taking a huge lead, giving the bowlers a cushion, giving their captain the opportunity to keep fielders in attacking positions, catching positions. And then when there was some very good, very stubborn resistance from the England players, Michael Vaughan in particular, the bowler stuck to their task and made the breakthrough with the second new ball. And now 73 for 3. Never mind the margin of victory. We can always say that it would have been better if it had been 73 for no loss. But a win is a win, and it's been a terrific win.
So then India lead the 3-match series 1-0 as the teams go back in. Chairman of selectors would be delighted. So would the captain on his way. The coach, out come the players. I like this. They hardly ever shook hands, but at the end of the day, the conflict is over. The result has been achieved. Everybody goes home, and everybody lives to fight another day. That's the great thing about it.
Okay, we're all set down here. We should start, I think, by congratulating Rahul Dravid and the Indian team on a famous victory here at Trembridge. Okay, time to ask the losing captain, England's Michael Vaughan, to come forward for a few words, please. Michael, you had arrived this morning knowing you were more or less certain to lose the game, but you seem to put down a marker there for what is to come at the Oval.
Well, we just wanted to go out and play some good cricket, and you know, the way that we bowled this morning, I thought we bowled very well in the first innings without not a great deal of luck, but full credit to the Indians. They've used the conditions brilliantly here today, and throughout the 5 days deserved to win the Test match. You know, we're just trying to play some good cricket, and we did that this morning. We have done throughout the first Test, and we have done it parts in this game. We must go to the Oval now and continue to play in that way, you know, and hopefully level the series at the Oval in a week and a half's time.
When you look back to the first day here at Trembridge, how important was the toss?
Well, it seems to have been a good toss to win, but you know, we are pretty honest, and we should have probably got 60 or 70 more runs. We didn't bat quite as well as we'd have liked, but again, full credit for the Indians' attack. They put us under a lot of pressure in both innings and put the ball in the right area. We were probably another 60 or 70 runs light in the second innings, but there was a stage yesterday when we were about 280 off for 3. I thought we had a little sniff of maybe getting a 150, 180 lead, and it could have been quite interesting. But again, full credit to their team. They played some good cricket this week.
Why did application seem to be a bit of a problem for your batsmen in that first innings, or was it just a case of very difficult batting conditions?
Well, it was difficult batting conditions and also some very, very good bowling, and when you're getting those two contribute together, it's quite difficult, and your ability gets tested to the maximum. Full credit to their bowlers and the way they held the chances in the field as well. They put us under a lot of pressure, but we fought right to the end, right in the field when they got 4-8. I always felt we were getting wickets and they didn't come. Full credit to someone like Ryan Sidebottom, who's bowled beautiful this game, and he could quite easily have ended up with 6, 7, 8 wickets. So it's just one of those things. We're a learning team and we're trying to get better, and obviously this week's been another learning curve. It's going to test our characters because we're 1-0 down, but we'll go to the Oval and continue to play some good cricket and hopefully level it there.
Seemed to be an ill-tempered game at times.
Well, it was, you know, what's been great about the 2 Empire Test matches against India, they've been tough, and that's what you want as cricketers. You want it to be challenging and you want it to play in the spirit of the game. And I think, yeah, there was times where it might have just gone over the line, but, you know, 2 tough teams playing it hard, and that's what you want in Test match cricket.
Is there a clear awareness from the players on both sides that there's a line beyond which you're not going to cross?
Yeah, I believe so, and I don't think it's been crossed yet. I mean, there's a lot made of it, but as I said, there's just 2 teams, 11 on each side, really wanting to win for the country, and that's all that's happened in this game. It's all that happened in Lord's, and I'm sure the Oval game will be no different.
You've got a very proud record in home test matches, especially as captain. I don't think you've ever lost a series. It's under threat now.
Well, it comes a time when that is under threat, but I'm very confident that if we continue to play good cricket and play in a positive manner and keep working together, we can produce a performance at the Oval to make sure that we draw the series 1-1.
OK, good luck there. I look forward to that game. Michael Vaughan, the England captain, into the winning captain, India's Rahul Dravid. Rahul, that was quite some turnaround from your team after Lords. What inspired it?
Well, I just think we got together after Lords and knew we needed to put in a better performance. We knew we had the players to do it. And I think it was sort of good bowling on the first day and added to a brilliant opening partnership that set the game up for us.
Michael Vaughan said that he thought the toss was important, if not crucial. Would you concur?
Yes, I would concur. I think it was important, if not crucial. I think, like he rightly said, I think our bowlers put the ball in the right areas. I mean, you can win a lot of good tosses, but it still means that you have to do the basics right and you have to perform well. And that's what our seamers did on the first day. And I think to get them out to under 200 was a great effort.
Left armers did you proud, in particular Zahir Khan.
Brilliant. I think he really led the attack like a champion. I think that's what you need. You need players who can take the game by the scruff of their necks, and that's what he did yesterday afternoon. I think right through the game he's performed brilliantly, but I thought yesterday when the game was at a turning point, he picked it up at the scruff of his neck, took a couple of wickets in a couple of overs, and really changed the game for us.
Nobody doubted the quality of your middle order before this tour, but there were one or two question marks about the opening partnership. I should imagine their performance here thrilled you.
It has brilliantly. I think they've done well over the last 4 or 5 games. We have seen a bit of promise in both of them and the way they've been shaping up to the challenges of opening at test level. And they're learning. They're both young boys, and what they showed in this test match was an exceptional performance and really set up the middle order for us and gave us a chance to really dominate this test match. So hats off to them, and more performances like that would really set us up well.
I'll ask you the same question I asked Michael Vaughan. Do you think at times the players crossed the line of acceptability in this game?
Well, if not crossed, they were close to it in any way. In some cases, definitely. And but yeah, I think it was a tough test match. It was 2 tough test games between both teams. Played, both teams trying to win close games. So yeah, it got quite tough out there. But I think there was a match referee out there to adjudicate, and I don't think at any stage it got very bad.
Given the way England came at you this morning with some quite aggressive, hostile fast bowling, you'll be expecting a tough encounter at the Oval as well.
Yeah, definitely. I don't think England are going to lie down. We'll be expecting a tough encounter at the Oval, and I hope that we'll be ready for it. And we expect a tough contest when we came here to England, and I don't think that has changed after this victory.
OK, many congratulations on your team's performance over the last 5 days. The winning captain, Rahul Dravid. And the end power man of the match is Zahir Khan. Zahir, many congratulations. You seem to really enjoy the bowling conditions here at Trent Bridge.
Yes, definitely. I think. I mean, coming from subcontinent, you really enjoy the conditions here. Ball always swings right throughout the day. So that's, as a bowler, it's a big help.
I've known 1 or 2 bowlers from the subcontinent, Chaminda Vaas maybe, who doesn't really enjoy bowling with the Duke ball. It's not something that you use anywhere else in the world. You don't seem to mind it, though.
Well, I think they should use Duke's ball everywhere in the world. I won't complain, yeah.
And you had a time at Worcester last year. You played a bit of county cricket. Do you think that helped you and improved your game?
Yes, definitely. I think it was a wonderful experience for me. It was a great learning experience for me, as you played day in, day out, bowled so many overs. That has definitely helped me achieve consistency in my line and length, and sort of, was able to experiment with a few things during the season.
You talked about experimenting there. You caused problems for England's batsmen coming round the wicket in particular. Is that a recent addition to your armoury, or is that something you've always been able to do?
I mentioned it yesterday. I think it all started when I started bowling wayward 3-4 years back. I mean, I was just bowling balls in first slip and second slip's hand from bowling over the wicket. So I just, to counterbalance that, I went around the wicket, and I was still able to get the ball to go away. And a lot of batsmen, they told me that it's a different angle for a batsman, because they're not used to it. And then I just sort of went back, played some domestic matches, and worked on it, got control over it, and it's working well for me.
The great Wasim Akram was a master at that. Is that somebody that modern day left armour looks up to?
Definitely. I think Wasim Akram is definitely a great bowler, and I grew up watching him bowl, and the way he used to make the ball talk was really used to. I mean, I really used to admire that. So yes, definitely, I think he's someone who any left armer would be just looking up to.
You've got a little bit of time off now before the Oval Test. After these back-to-back Test matches, time to rest and recuperate and really get yourself ready for what is going to be a critical encounter.
Yes, definitely. I think as a bowler, it's very important to focus on your recovery and how you're managing your workload. So definitely going to have a couple of days off and then head back to nets and stuff.
Given the altercation you had when you came out to bat the other day, this has been quite a sweet victory for you.
Yes, definitely. I think it's been a great team effort, and especially the opening stand which Dinesh Karthik and Wasim Jafar gave us, that really set the platform, and to get to 283 lead was very crucial. And after bowling them out for 200, it was very important for us to sort of bat very well in the first innings, and definitely, I mean, that definitely helped.
Okay, many congratulations on your magnificent performance in this game. The end power man of the match, Zahir Khan. That concludes things down here. Congratulations to India, who go to the Oval 1-0 up.
So then, a famous scoreboard, India finishing 73 for 3, 24.1 overs. They were made to sweat and look down that batting card and look for a name on the right, Chris Tremlett. And the openers gave them a very good start. That was critical, but Tremlett came back in, and I thought he was beautiful. 3 for 12, and it doesn't tell you how fast he was, how hostile he was. Anderson bowled a hostile spell as well, and England used this as a laboratory for what they might do at the Oval, and I think they'll be pretty satisfied with what they saw. So in the end, 5 days of Test cricket, well, almost 5, went into the 5th day. Hard, tough, combative cricket. India winning by 7 wickets, and who's to say what the most important stage of the game was? Was it that first day when England only managed 198? I think that was where the match swung India's way. So a win to remember for India, coming so soon after just escaping by the skin of their teeth in the Test match at Lord's. Well, you could say that the elements have been in India's favour. The rain saved them there. The rain and the sun combined to give India the best possible moments in this game. They bowled when it was the best to bowl, and they batted when it was best to bat. But that's the way it goes sometimes. There you are. So the Test match at Nottingham ending India's way, and India going up 1-0.